There you go. Hey, turn me up a little bit. Yeah. I got some sinister ways, dealing with sinister things. Ray-Ban frames, keeping the top in my aim. I feel drained, running from money and fame. Don't feel pain, don't got an emotional range. My mind is damaged, I guess that's how I manage to eat a track when I'm famished. No crumbs, roll it up, I want the smoke with no lungs. I'm climbing up, get to the top with no rungs. I'm burning up, I'm like a star with no sun. I'm in a time crisis, but you never heard nothing like this. Taking over the country like ISIS, flow cold just like ISIS. You niggas trash, I'm wondering what the hype is. They on but then they off like a light switch. Electric bill overwhelming these niggas on night shift. Every single track I make, these niggas scratching their heads like he ain't really just write this. Cats lose one of their lives trying to get closer to my chick, cause I keep it on my hip, in their heads like a psychic. You gon' need Batman and a couple of psychics. Bitch, I'm Gotham's finest. I stole the Batmobile and drank a fifth of Henny. Now I'm driving through the town, swerving, hitting these fucking fire hydrants. Plus I don't got a license. I'm stomping shit like Centennial Bison. They play my shit at ocean fronts over summer horizons. They never hear me, so I'm moving the sprint. Losing my service plan, pick up and double back to Verizon. In the light, never hiding.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for joining me today. Hi, everyone in the chat. Chinmay, Ankush, hey, how are you? Saket, welcome. I see that you're a first time viewer, so welcome. Suva, hi. Gayatri and Hunar, Kizzy, hey, you guys. How are you all? I'm doing great. It is day, what is this day? 5? I think it's day 5. Um, Sorry about starting this stream late. I was out having dinner and had a late workout class, and it took some time. But thank you, everybody, for your patience. We're here. We're going to get building agents today. Today's live stream is really fun. Who is this and what have you done, Shruti? Post workout Shruti. Um, Today's live stream is going to be really fun because if you were here yesterday, you would know that we talked a lot about theory and we talked a lot about like what agents are, and we did a little kind of like 101 of what agents are as well. Today's live stream, we are going to jump right into it and we're going to get this agent building. So if you remember yesterday's live stream, you would know that we actually started building the agent as well. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Oh, that is not the screen I want to share. Hold on. Let's try this again. Let's try this and then this. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so if you remember, you would know that we worked on creating this agent, and we actually were able to get some code in the app already. So we have an agent working that is able to take an address and it's able to generate walkability score. We've been building a real estate app. So for those of you who have not joined, let me actually kind of give you a quick intro. We have been building a real estate app over the last 3-ish months now. Damn, we've been doing it since January. So we've been adding features slowly and we've been building one feature at a time. In the first season, we actually built a recommendation engine, an AI recommendation engine. In the second season, which was February, we built we built features. We added Tanstack router. We added, what else did we add? React router. No, what did we add? Um, Tanstack query. Wow. Tanstack router, Tanstack query. So now our app is well enough and stable enough that we can build a full-fledged application on top of it. It is in a pretty good state. We've optimized the performance as well. And in today's episode, in this season especially, we have been building an agent in this JavaScript app. This app uses OpenAI for the LLM model, and we have also integrated with LangChain. The app is built in React. And what other? Oh, yes, the most important part. The sponsor of today's stream. So we are being sponsored by Convex. Yay, Convex. Thank you so much for sponsoring us in this live stream. Since the season 1, actually, we've been using Convex for our database, and I'm so happy that in season 3 they decided to sponsor this live stream. So yay. So we are gonna go use Convex, and we've already integrated with Convex. So this is something that we already love. Now it's just time to build an agent with Convex. We're gonna be using Convex to put our recommendations and our vector data in Convex. Before I get started, I want to say hello to anybody else who has joined in the chat. Yash, Suva, hi, I'm doing well. How are you? Yash, welcome. Gayatri, hi. You are a first time viewer, so I hope thank you for joining us, and I hope you're all doing great. Hi, Kizzy, Hunter, Agent Kapoor reporting. Still, this failed to parse JSON input. has not been fixed in 3 months. This is actually not because of like the apps problem. It's because one of our servers is not running. So it's because the server API is not running. The Express server is running, not running. That's why. So it's all good. Convex, yes. Shout out to Convex. I'm good. Also, first time in your channel. Yay, so good to see you, Suva. Thank you for joining us. The stream is quite late in our time zone, in like Pacific time zone. So for those of you who are in US and Canada or on the Pacific time zone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for staying awake with me. We are going to get started right away. And if yeah, oh, welcome, Hunter, first time viewer. So good to see you today. Also, if you're a first time viewer here, please say hello. We share special love for the people who are joining for the very first time, but also our seasoned people, we give them a lot of love as well. So, thank you for joining me. Came from Ankush Bhagya's tweets. Aw, yay. Ankush is the best. Thank you for being here, Ankush, and thank you for always supporting me. All right, let's get our systems running. How is the font size? I think the font size should be good. If it is not big, let me know. I'm going to make sure that all of my servers are running. Meanwhile, okay, we need a poll. So here is the poll for today. Again, if you are not using if you're not on YouTube, please come over to YouTube so you can vote in the poll. But here is the question. Okay, here is the question for you in YouTube. What is the package manager you use for your apps? NPM, PNPM, Yarn, or something else? And if it's something else, please comment below. Wow, somebody is already using PNPM. Damn, that's cool. PNPM, most people are using PNPM. Awesome. Now on Upwork, people are posting jobs for becoming a vibe coder front-end dev. I think it is bad to use. It is just bad to use AI for vibe coding. You know what it is? It's like Upwork is a really great place where you can buy services for things that are super trending. So it is not a good indicator of what enterprises are doing, but it is a really good indicator of what the industry is looking for, like what the trends are right now. So if Upwork is hiring for vibe coding, you know what somebody's trying to do. Bun. Oh yeah, Bun, of course. Bun users also, yeah. I'm actually impressed or surprised to see that nobody has picked Yarn. Not that it is shocking. Oh, somebody picked Yarn. Hey Aditya, welcome. I have been doing great. It is what day is it? 6, 5. I don't know. Day 5. We have lost track of time. Remember that one user on Reddit who programmed with AI without Git and then complained. What was the complaint they had? Okay, meanwhile you all vote. I'm gonna get my servers running. So if you are not on YouTube, come on down to YouTube so you can vote on this. What is the package manager you use for your apps? NPM, PNPM, Yarn, or something else? Meanwhile, I'm gonna get my servers running. Oh, what? Root.render app. What happened? I didn't even change anything. Alright, so what do we say? What is the poll saying? PNPM. Wow, most people are using PNPM. That is interesting. Tell me more. Like, first of all, how did you come across PNPM? And when did you move to PNPM? I actually came across PNPM recently. I think in season 1, I believe I started using PNPM and I really liked it, but I still have to move to PNPM. He lost 4 months of progress over AI messing up. That's because he was not using Git. I don't know if it's like AI's fault, honestly, or if it's just the user's fault for not using Git. Which machine do you use for your development? Also, can we get a video on your setup tour? Yeah, I'm using MacBook. My machine is a MacBook Air M2 2022 model, I think. 2022. What year is it? 2025, right? 2023 model. Setup tour, sure. I could do a setup tour. I did a little setup tour actually in one of the videos that I made recently. I don't have fancy gear, so I don't really know what to share, but I'll show you in one of my recent videos. I think it's this one. I actually did do a quick little interview tour. No, not interview tour. Setup tour. My brain is dead. Okay, it's this one. Start at this. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know. But I feel like this was a good kind of tour of my space. And so you might see that my background is different, right? It's because I'm at my parents' place. My setup tour. Here's my setup tour. Wow, look at this Shruti and look at this Shruti. Ugh. It's okay. This is real. Okay, this is a real live stream. We ain't hiding behind anything. I'm a complete beginner. Hey Vedant, welcome to this YouTube channel. I'm a complete beginner and I found your channel recently. Awesome. I think you're doing some cool stuff here. Oh, thank you. I want to know how I can do the same, like in what order should I learn things. As of now, I know LLMs and build some RAG chatbots. Oh, perfect. Then I would recommend you watch this video. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to pin this video at the beginning of this chat. Not this one. This one in the beginning of this video, so you can this is kind of like a prerequisite to what we are talking today. What is an AI agent? And I would recommend that you give this video a quick watch. You can also watch it afterwards if you don't have time right now, which is totally fine. Whatever we talk in the live stream today, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. This is a safe space. Speaking of which, I'm going to reiterate our community guidelines. This is a safe space. Any questions and all questions are welcome. There is no such thing as a stupid question, and we don't bully each other here. This is a supportive stream, and if you see anybody say something offensive to each other or to somebody, raise your voice and bring it up to notice, because that kind of stuff is not accepted. So if you are hanging out in the stream and if you are choosing to comment here, remember you need to follow the community guidelines. Speaking of which, why I mentioned that is because this is a safe space, so feel free to ask questions if something is not clear to you. Why do we have a single agent TS but other files are all JS? Because simple reason, because I copied this over from LangChain and I realized that this was TS, but you know what, this is a good kind of motivation for me to like move to TS, because that is a pending stuff that I have to do. Once I wrap up with this agents, that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this up, bring it to a state where I can kind of publish it and push it out as like a stable app. And the next step is going to be moving into TypeScript. So this is kind of a what is that? Accountability for me. Simple reason. Hey, Ikamjod, welcome. How are you? We used it in 2022 my company CrowdStrike. Then also in OSS Ember.js groups, it has been used heavily, so dove into the advantages and realized it's useful and powerful. Are you talking about PNPM? I'm guessing that's what you're saying. It was used heavily, so dove into the advantages. Nice. And realized it's useful and powerful. Yeah. Hey Kishan, how's it going? This is your first stream, so welcome to our stream. The problem is if you just rely on AI without understanding basic tooling, you will not get far in the long term. Exactly. That's exactly what I tell people. That, you know, you can use AI to write code and you can use AI to even like generate like your entire website, but then you have to understand exactly what the AI is writing. And if you have any questions about the code that AI has written, you gotta go and find out more. If you just copy paste everything, you are gonna build an app, but it's an app that you don't know anything about. And you're not building your own your skills. So today vibe coding is like trending and whatever, but in another month or in 3 months down the lane, there's gonna be another trend. But what remains constant is your skills and the fundamentals that you have learned, and how well you can port from one language, one tool to another. Also, you guys, yesterday we reached 3,400 subscribers. It was only February 28th when we were at 3,000 and we're at 3,400 already. Thank you for joining me, you folks. I really appreciate your support. This is a safe place and I get kicked. You've never gotten kicked, Hunar. What are you talking about? The real look of Shruti is better than the fake one. Oh my god, thank you for saying this, Kizzy. Like, before I get on the live stream, I had this kind of crisis, like, oh my god, I gotta put on makeup, oh my god. But then, you know what, like, we don't look like that every day. We don't look like this every day. We look like this. This is reality. And something that I also tell you about this live stream is that I don't prep for anything before coming on this live stream. So if I'm reading the documentation, if it's taking me some time, it's because this is the first time I'm doing this. So this is as real as it gets, right? Hey Hitesh, how's it going? Arjun is not here. Oh my god, I forgot to ping in the chat. I actually need like real help from somebody who is in Discord. Um, maybe maybe one of you folks would like to be a Discord help, because I always forget to invite people to the live stream. But I'm gonna post. We are live streaming. Oh, I just saw Hunar's message. Are you forgetting something? I'm not. Okay. Oh yeah, this is day 5. We're live streaming, folks. Alrighty. Okay. Let's go. What is this? Why is it dead? Are you actually dead to me? For me, actually. I'm waiting for changes. Okay, I think something might have broken. Learning AI Index.js root render app. Let's see what is the problem. Oh, did I even commit to Git yesterday? I don't know if I did. I think I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't. Wow, look at my Git history. It's dropped. Oh no. I think I've been forgetting to Git push. Forgetting to Git push? My brain's dead. Alright, git add dish, git commit. What time is it? 10:38. Okay. Working example. No, I don't know if it's working. Adding agents. Git push. Alrighty. Then why is my connection refused? Is somebody else running this? Hey Shruti, what the hell is Git? Hello Shruti. Hey mom! How's it going? Thank you for joining me. Hey Mrityunjay, this is my first stream. Yay, welcome. Got to know from Ankush's post. Aww. Looking forward to learn about AI agent. Isn't Ankush the best? I feel like Ankush is such a big supporter. Everybody say if you're here because of Ankush, give him a big shout out. Tell him he's the best. Git is a version. Oh, okay. What is Git? So Git is actually, like Hunar said, it's a version control thing. So what you do is like you put, this is GitHub. So what you do is you put code in here, and then tomorrow if you come and add more changes and make more changes, then you can keep committing your code. It's kind of like having a safe repository where you put your code in, and then if you make any changes, you put more code in. But then tomorrow if you come back and let's say you made any issues or something broke, you can go back and find a previous version of that code. So this way it's kind of like a safe where you can keep collecting your code back, or keep collecting your working version of the code or whatever you committed. And then if you have to revert back because of any mistake that happened, or if because multiple people were working on it, then you can always have that access. So if I show you one of these repos that we've been working on, like learning AI, you will see that it says I had pushes 2 minutes ago. Oh wait, are we on the right branch? Yeah. So I'll show you what it looks like. So if I look at the commits here, you'll see that I have been committing every single day, right? And let's say that on February 20, actually like right here, February 13, let's say this is the last working commit, as in I made changes to the app, it was working, I pushed it, and adding TanStack query is the last version that I remember was working correctly. And after that, let's say that I added a new library and something broke, then what I can do is I can undo all of these changes and I can restore my repository back to this commit by copying this commit code and then reverting back everything else. So it'll look like as though I'm back on February 13. It's kind of like time travel for coding. So it looked like as though I'm back on February 13 and all of this code, all of this garbage code would be gone. That's good. Mama Kapoor in the house. Everyone settle down and be good chatters. Yes. Say all nice things. Say good things. Making stuff without AI is without understanding is just building technical debt. Yeah. Hey Azimuddin, welcome. Yay, all the love for Ankush. Ankush Faya is the best. Ankush is really the GOAT. Yes, absolutely. Real Dev Squad, if you haven't joined and if you're a new coder, you gotta join Real Dev Squad, which is a very safe supportive community where you get to learn to build multiple projects, like a real world project, not just a to-do app. And there are groups of mentors and cohorts where you can build stuff together. And if you're a new developer or you're looking to get a job and you need that practical experience, Real Dev Squad is the best place for you to join. It is a community that Ankush has started. Ankush Tharkar, who's in the chat, highly recommend joining it. It's great. Git also has a Git blame, so if you break something, managers can blame you. Oh my god. I remember this one time something broke and one of the engineers, he like went to Git blame and he's like, who did this? And then he found out that it was him. It always makes me smile. Okay, so what is this e-connection refused? I think my app is having multiple ports running on the same thing. So let's go ahead and fix that. And why is there a problem on this? On app, learn root render app. Weird that this has a problem. Okay, I'm gonna move this a bit. Where to join Real Dev Squad? Yes, Ankush would have this in his profile, so follow that, or there's a Discord invite. Ankush, you can send the Discord invite on our Discord as well, on Tech Hustlers, which the link to that is bit.ly/ShrutiDiscord. So if you are willing to join Real Dev Squad, Ankush is in the Discord, he'll let you know. Hello, Mrs. Kapoor, how are you? Are you talking to me? Okay, quit for me, bro. TSX. So I'll show you what our agent does so far. Agent dot what? No. What is it? npx tsx agent dot ts. Hey Eddie, how's it going? I actually like how you have the terminal problems output debug console on the right side. Started doing that earlier today and it works so much better, right? It's so much nicer to like see it in action as you're going through it. Okay, something is weird here. Cannot find learning AI agent.ts. Oh, did I move it somewhere? Oh yeah, it's in API/agent.ts. So I've got TSX. What is my, I think it's in source/API/agent. Oh, that is the problem. Okay, I know what's going on. Alrighty, so that looks good. And then if I go ahead and go to my agent file, I'll show you what the agent does so far. So it'll give you a good idea of where we are. Okay. So yesterday we walked through this and I showed you how it works. So here is what we can do, and let's say that our property details is property details has an address field of, I don't know, I'm gonna find a random address in Seattle. Like let's say I'm gonna go all the way here in Auburn. I don't know who lives here, so I'm going to find an address here. Open in maps. Okay. Okay, maybe here. This one. Okay, I'm gonna put this address. Kindred Park. So this is an address that I picked up from somewhere around Seattle. And what I want to do is, we've been building a real estate app, right? So what I want to do is, I want to ask the I want to ask my agent what kind of walkability score, or what kind of areas are in the vicinity of this address that I'm looking for. And the reason I'm doing this is, oh, thank you for following. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, let's say that I'm looking for real estate houses, and I'm looking for a place where I want to be able to walk around the area, and I'm somebody who likes going to bars and having cocktails. So I'm looking for a place where I can easily walk around the area. So I'm going to tell my agent, find me an apartment that has a good walkability score or has proximity to restaurants. And then it's going to pick up the address that I have selected for a property. And then it's going to give me recommendations based on the walkability score of that. Like, it'll tell me whether if I love that property or if I'll hate that property, right? So that is what our ultimate goal for this app is. So far, we've actually built the agent already, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to quickly show you what this agent does. So I'm going to call this real estate agent. I'm going to give this property address, and then I'm going to bring this property address in here. What is the walkability? Okay, so this is where I need apply property details dot address. Perfect. What is the walk score of this? And then how many restaurants are close to this property within a 0.5 mile radius? Let's do this 4-star and above restaurant. And it's just gonna give restaurants. So, okay, so this is what my agent does. Yesterday, I talked about like 3 main things that our agent needs. The first thing is the model. So the model that we're going to be using is OpenAI GPT-4o. The memory is useful because that is how the agent has context over what you're talking about. And then tools, this is how we're going to do a web search of finding out what kind of restaurants are close to that place, right? So we're going to be using Tavily search. I'm gonna move this closer to me. 1 sec. Okay, hopefully the voice is better here. We're gonna use Tavily search, which is what does web search for us, looks up on the internet. So that's our tool. And in order to create this real estate agent, we use OpenAI, and we use LangChain. So we pass in the tool, which is this tool, which is the Tavily search. If you were to use like booking app or calendar or anything, this is where we can set up those tools. Then our model we describe here using OpenAI. We're telling it that we're going to use OpenAI model. And then checkpoint, the checkpointer is actually the memory. So this is how we have context over what we are talking about. So then we create our agent using create react agent. And then here is where we pass in questions or the prompts to the agent. So we say, what is the walk score of the address that we gave, right? And then later on, we ask how many restaurants are close to this property. So let's go ahead and run this. I'm going to save this and see if I can run this. Make this smaller. Okay, hold on. I'm going to... Okay, look at that. All right, so it actually says that the walk score of this property is 82.32. And based on search results, there are several restaurants near this address within a 0.5 mile radius. And here are some of the top restaurants. So it's able to give me these restaurants that are close to this place, which is awesome because this is what we're going to use to create an agent. This is what we're going to use to recommend properties through this agent. So this is awesome. It's able to do web search for us. You know that an LLM does not have most up-to-date information about a place, right? It's probably trained on like 2023. Like for example, GPT is trained on 2023. Claude, I don't know when it's trained, but it has static information. Once it's trained, it's harder to retrain it. But in order to get real-time data, for example, like a walk score, or for example, what restaurants are open, We can do that using tools, and that's what we are doing here. Now I can also say something like agent next state. So I'm going to lock that here actually. I'm going to say agent next state is, and this is, oh wait, final state, huh? Filtered state, open restaurant state. And I'm going to say agent restaurant. I'm going to say how many restaurants are open in this, and then I'm going to say which ones are open now. So let's try that. I have never given this, so let's try it. Let's see what it gives. Okay. So I got the property address, walk score, and then it says I couldn't find specific information about the number of restaurants close to this within a 0.5 radius. That's funny because I was just able to find that 1 second ago. But it says you may want to explore platforms like Yelp or stuff, which is funny. Oh, I didn't add this here. Let's try this again. Meanwhile, hi, Comets. Thank you for subscribing. How are you doing today? Time for me to grab some night stacks. See you, Gunnar. Hope to see you soon. Is this what vibe coding looks like? No. I am back in Washington. Welcome back, Eddie. Oh shoot, Noah's asking you about. I hope if I know if that she was here, she'd say that she's doing great. But thank you for asking that. Oh, for those of you who were asking like vibe coding looks like, vibe coding is when you let AI kind of like write your code and you don't have to like code anything. So if we were putting this in like ChatGPT using the same code back in here and just copy pasting and then letting the next app kind of write the code for us and like letting Cloud kind of write the whole code for us and just use that. That's what vibe coding is. You're awesome for building this stuff in public. Aw, thank you. I know it takes I think it's like slower in general to build stuff in public, but I love that I can share what I'm learning with you guys and hopefully inspire you to learn the same stuff as well. Because that's the goal. Okay, now it actually knows something. Based on the search results, you can visit these restaurants now to enjoy them. Here are, oh, okay, look at this. Okay, so I said which of these are open now, right? I asked it, the first thing I asked is what is the walk score, then I asked how many restaurants, and then I said which ones of these are open now. And then it actually found me like these restaurants that are open right now, and it says you can visit these restaurants now to enjoy a meal. This is awesome because for somebody who's looking to like maybe build a restaurant app, this would be super helpful because it can actually give you which restaurants are open by doing a web search, which is awesome. Akshay Gaur, hi Akshay, welcome to this stream. I think this is your first time. I'm facing one problem. I built side project where I cloned Game of the Stake betting site and made it free, play fake money. Now I got 250k traffic on site. How can I monetize this? Ooh, that's a great question. I think I'll need to look at like what your user base is to give you more accurate information. But if you want to book a one-on-one with me, like a 10-minute consultation, feel free to do that through TopMate. What do you think is the biggest missing piece in building AI agents? That is a great question. Excellent question. I think the biggest missing piece is actually the validation bit for the results to be of good quality. So one of the biggest parts about an agent is that it can work towards a goal using tools at its disposal, but also refine its steps and the results. And for that, it needs help of validators, right? So for example, like if you're building a code generation agent, like if you're saying that I can build like a Claude clone, then you need some form of testing to make sure that the code that you're building is valid. How are you going to provide that? There's a few ways of doing that. You can add tests, but the quality of the results of your agent is highly dependent on the validations that it can do or the refinements it can do. And that's where the big challenge is right now. Okay, so at this point, I think our app is in a really good state. Our agent is in a really good state. So let's go ahead and get our app running. I think I was still having some issues. I believe I'm still not running. I've got Convex running. Let me see if I've got my npm render running. Yeah, I don't have that. So I'm gonna get my Vite running. There's that. Okay, sweet. This didn't give me any errors. Oh no, it did give me an error. Why did it give me? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kill port Mac. What is the kill and I need 5173. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, for now it's looking fine. Don't die on me, please. 5173 is fine. Cool. Now what's the next thing? I've got my Vite running, I've got Convex running. The last thing I have to do is get my server running. Okay, this is still giving me an error. I think the problem might be that I moved files around and I forgot to update some of them. So let's go ahead and check. This is in index.js, index.js, app, create app from this. Are we in the right place? Source, API. We've got app.jsx here, so that's good. What does this mean, JSX? Oh, right here. Routes, index, app from dot up. What is in here? Agent, that's fine. You're reading comments from some other platform, and I was like, why the hell I'm not able to really update live chat? Okay, where is my who's causing issues? What is this file? Delete this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check what has changed since today and yesterday. And here, Ikamjyoti, if you still have that question, here is how you can kind of restore back. This is where you can see that Git is so powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna go to agent, and then I'm gonna go to this branch, and I'm gonna see what is that I changed between today and yesterday. So I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at the there it is. This is the push that I just made, right? Adding agent. So I'm gonna see what is that I added in here. In this commit, you can see that I made some changes to to-do file, which is fine. I don't need to worry about that. I updated api.js. Like I updated llm.js. I moved it to a different file, which is I expect. I know I did that. And then I have some agent work here that I did. This is app.js. So it's basically showing me what is the diff between what's in my code repo in my safe as compared to what I'm just adding. And this is agent.ts. This is fine. This file was running fine. We know that. Server.js renamed to api.js, file renamed without changes. Okay. I think I did not update the server.js in my package. And then I removed React SVG and I removed this. I feel like I'm missing some of the path updates. This is all that has changed. Okay, let's go find, open my console. I'm gonna kill this. And then, oh, I know what the problem is. I'm running nodemon server.js, but actually that file doesn't exist anymore. So that file is now in API/API.js. Okay, I have the same issue. Where is the server.js file? Okay, index.js. Where is this file? This is that file. Render app, source from app. We've got source, we've got app here, app.jsx. Okay, let's go ahead and try div, and I'm gonna write hello world in here to see where the problem is. So now if I get this going, do you work somewhere? I work at Slack. Okay, let's get this nodemon API slash, oh no, it's in source/API slash API.js. That's where it is. Okay, there you go. Sweet. Okay, that's running fine. I think it was just a problem about renaming. So if I remove app and get back to what I had before, hopefully this should still be fine. And now if I reload my app, give it a reload. Cool, everything is working well. Perfect. We're back to a clean slate. And then I'm going to make sure that I have committed my code as well. Status. Okay, git add, git commit, clean slate, git push. All right. Perfect. Okay, so I've got this app running. I've got some properties here. Now if I click like, I should be able to see some recommendation properties. But what we're going to do is when we click on this property, we want to show kind of like walk score here. And this is where we would call the agent. So if we go back to our to-do and look at what we said we were going to do, you'll see in our to-do we had parse nice to haves and send to agent. That's what we were going to do yesterday. We have done that. And today we said agent calculates walk score and other nice to have. So let's go ahead and add that for each of these property details. That's what we're going to do today. You should write all the commands to run when using the apps in the README file so that it's easy to manage. I actually have that written as well. readme.md. It is updated. So I've got npx convex dev, nodemon. I'm just going to update this. Good reminder, source API, API.js, npm run dev. And that should be good to go. Oh, also, if you are interested in which repo this is, it is this repo. Repo of this project. We can add them as scripts in package.json. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Hey, Akash Gupta. Welcome back, Akash. Okay, I'm also seeing the poll right now. 56% people use NPM. I think initially when we started the poll, PNPM was the one leading, but now it says NPM. Some people are also using something else, so I'm curious what that is. Is that bun or something else? So let's actually take a minute. If you're here new, come on down to YouTube, and then you can vote on this poll, which is what is the package manager you use for your apps? Do you know Java also? I do, unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. Not unfortunately, yeah, I do know Java. Interestingly enough, Java was actually the third language that I'd ever learned. I started with C, then did C++, and then Java. Poll I'm not seeing on YouTube. You're not. You should be seeing it on YouTube. It's right here. Is it not here for you guys? It's right here. Unfortunately. Okay. And actually, when I moved to PayPal, we also use Java as our backend. So I've done a lot of backend work in Java as well. I actually built the whole kind of like Java to GraphQL to front end consumption with Apollo, and then the front end app itself, like the front end UI components itself, the whole layer myself at PayPal. Not on mobile, I can see. Oh, okay. What's going on? Hey, Faraz. We're building AI agents today. That's what's going on. And we are doing a poll as well. What kind of package manager do you use? So if you are watching this on anything except YouTube, come on down to YouTube so you can come and vote on this poll. Also, I see that there's a lot more viewers today. So hello everyone. Thank you for coming. If you're joining here for the first time, I would love to know you're a first time viewer and where you're joining me from. So tell me, where are you based in the world and what time is it where you are? Is this repo public? Yes, it is. I can share the link. Also, I have a question. Does anybody know if we can do like bot commands in YouTube chat or in multi-stream chat using Streamlabs? Because what I want to do is say something like GitHub, like something like that, and then I wanted to show what link it is. So I wonder if I can do something like Twitter or socials. And I wanted to show like the Twitter or like the GitHub dev coder. Yes. Do you know how to do it? I would love to know. And if you are on Discord, come and talk to me on Discord if you can. Here is the Git. It will. But here is the GitHub link. Learning AI. It will. Yeah, let me know how to set that up, dev coder. Okay. Oh, somebody set up a one-on-one call with me. Sweet. that just came in. All right, what are we doing? Oh yes, agents. Okay, so I have this agent working here, right? I'm gonna remove all of these console logs, and then basically I want the agent to send back information back to me, and agent final state, and then agent. What I need is actually the agent next state sent over to me as a result, which is what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm gonna remove all of this. Nightbot can do this. Oh, Nightbot can do that. Yeah, I actually should have Nightbot running. I should have Nightbot. I thought I did. Maybe I have to reauthorize. I meant you make these commands work by integrating Nightbot, OBS, or Streamlabs. I have Streamlabs. Can I ask a dumb question? Absolutely. Not a dumb question. Is Python good for DSA learning? Yes, I'm noob designed to work at FANG. Yes, Python is actually super good for DSA. Yeah, why not? I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing DSAs in Python, in Java. It just depends on the company that you're hiring for, that you're looking for. But if you are somebody who's looking to get hired as an ML agent, as an ML engineer or as an AI engineer, Python is actually the perfect one for you. The only thing is when you're looking for a front-end job or a job that for a company that does a lot of Node.js work, they would want you to write JavaScript. But if Python is the first language you're learning, go for it. Get really good at one language, get something that you can comfortably do lead code questions in, and once you've done that, you can easily switch to another language at any point. Discord is actually in the video live stream here, but the link is this bit.ly/Discord. If I can actually make commands, then I can just put the commands in the bar here, and then you can use commands whenever you want. Hey Rutvik, welcome back. I missed your last 2 episodes. No problem, I'll catch up. If you want to catch up, I have actually linked a video in the pinned messages, and that is a good recap video if you want to recap on how to build or what is an agent. Very soon I'll be launching another video, which is how to build an agent. And if you have any questions before that video comes out, let me know and I can incorporate that in the video as well. Okay, let's keep going. What time is it? 11:14. I'm gonna target to wrap this up by 12 p.m. Oh no, 12 midnight, because I have work tomorrow. Okay, what were we doing? Right, I think yesterday we talked about where we want our agent to be inserted, right? That's where we put our comments in. So this is where I put that in. So as of now, you see that we have like this detailed property. What we are doing is we are saying get properties from natural language. We pass in our properties down to the agent, and then we say to our LLM, and then we get those properties. Then we call Zillow to get properties that match the kind of price range that somebody has written. So for example, if you say something like looking for a 1-bedroom house in Seattle in the range of 300,000 to 600,000. If you look for that, actually I don't know why I said house, I need to say apartment in Seattle, 300,000. Okay, why is it looking for this? I think it might be, let's see, what is the value that you pulled? 6,000 to this, bathrooms 1, bathrooms 1. So why are you searching for something weird? Get properties from natural language. Let's go to parse properties. Search input is what we're sending. I'm gonna go in here, parse properties, which is in my API. Parse properties there. Response properties requirements. Let's see what we get here. Console.log properties requirements. Okay. Did you see how the syntax channel had 2 videos on CSS battle? I would love you to do a CSS battle for only for 10 minutes. You know what, Kizzy? You've been asking for this for a long time, and we're totally gonna do it. Let me see what syntax has done. We're still gonna do it. Sorry it took me so long to actually get to it, but we're definitely gonna do it. Oh, CSS battle. This was only related like 4 days ago. Who writes the cleanest CSS? Okay, I think this sounds really fun. I'm definitely gonna do it. Why don't we do this? We're gonna wrap up this agent app. That keyboard sounds like machine gun in headphones. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't have my external keyboard, so I'm just using my MacBook keyboard. There's no new property showing up even after the search. Yeah, I think, let's see. I think what's happening is that I have probably hard-coded it somewhere down the line. So I'm just trying to find out what's happening. Add import real estate agent from this. So, all right, so in my... Oh yeah, see, that's why this is happening. Properties requirements ending is 1 million. And that's because... let's go to our LLM. I think something is actually hard coding this value in. So I believe this is where we're logging console log response, right? And the response is what gets logged. This is the response. Hi Bhushan. Sent me a screenshot. Okay, sweet. I'll take a look at it afterwards. What is the best way to reach you beside here if you have any questions? You can talk to me on Discord, Rutvik, or if you want to have a one-on-one session, then you can also book a call with me. Let me share the link. Somebody actually requested in this chat that I create a Topmate account, and I did. So here is the Topmate link. I'm now on Topmate for one-on-one consultation. But if it's a more general question, you can always message me, ping us on Discord. Let me pin this message as well. Oh, it sucks that I cannot have multiple pinned messages. Okay, 59% people are using NPM. Wow. The poll on YouTube is favoring NPM now. I'm currently working in consulting. Before that, I was a developer, and this brings back my coding memories. Ah, that's awesome. 1 minute tangent. Could you try the chai theme for VS Code in the extensions? Chai theme. Extensions. Extensions. Chai. Theme. Hey, what is this? In India, code or chai? Most of our developers doing chai. What? Chai all time. Okay, I think this is the one. Dark chai, what I use, light chai. Coder still exist. Hitesh wrote this. Oh, that's awesome. Light chai, dark chai. Change the live stream time on Discord events. Create a resources channel as well. Yes, Azimuddin, would you like to do that? I can make you a mod in Discord so you can do that. How do you know Hitesh? Through the internet. I'm currently working in consulting. Oh, okay. Okay, install this. Trust. Okay. Dark chai or light chai? Dark chai. Ooh, this is actually very nice. Ooh, I like the color scheme. The reaction he gave, it looks like you know him personally. No, I don't know him personally. You can take a look at my previous chat for the bot setup. Okay, send you a screenshot. Discord, OBS or Streamlabs. Okay, I'll take a look at it after our live stream. Oh, that's awesome. He created his own video theme to look better on videos. That's so cool. I wish there were like little chai like icons somewhere, you know, as you. That would be so cool. Like for example, if you have a code here, it would say it would show something like chai, like this. Wouldn't that be so cool? Talk on Discord this weekend. Is it this weekend? I don't think we have this scheduled yet. I think what we can do is next Monday morning, if that works for you all. Actually, let me start a new poll, okay? And why I'm saying not this weekend, because I need some time to finish my talk. Okay, so Monday 24th. What do you guys think of that time? Does that sound like a good time for a talk on Discord? Should we do it on Discord or should we do it on YouTube? I want to do it on Discord. Keep it more private, so if you have questions, you can ask me. So let's create a poll. What time do you want for the talk? End this poll. Start a new poll. What time do you works for you? Monday, my night. I can't do Monday night because I have... Actually, I might be able to do Monday night, like maybe not too late, because I have a flight next morning. What time is my flight? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Okay, what time works for you on Monday 24th, March 24th, for a talk on building inclusive web on... This will be on Discord. It goes midnight for India. Oh, your Monday morning, you say? Oh, okay, gotcha. So here are some options. 10 a.m. Why am I saying 10 a.m.? That doesn't work for me. Okay. 9 a.m. PST. Discord link is actually in the video, which says bit.ly/Discord. I will post that link as well. Is Next.js and Tailwind CSS enough to start applying for jobs? Instead of Next.js and Tailwind CSS, I would actually focus more on JavaScript and CSS. So if you feel like you have a good grasp on JavaScript and CSS, that is good enough to start applying for jobs. And then the next option I have is 9 p.m. PST. Okay, here is a poll for you. What time works for you on Monday, March 24th for a talk on building inclusive web on Discord? Discord link is here. Discord link is missing in description. Oh, okay. Thank you for helping me out, folks. I love the comments and suggestions about whatever is missing so I can keep updating it. Okay, where is my description? Where is my description? Come on down. Come on down. Edit. Oh my goodness, it gets so slow. Alright, I'm gonna move this in here. Discord. .ly. Discord. Okay. And then Topnet. Code repo. Okay. Learning AI. All right. Okay, we have almost 30 minutes left. I've updated the description. Let's get some focused work going. Okay. I don't wanna leave without having this done. So let's go ahead and get this going. What is that I need to do? I need to go close this, and then I'm gonna see that 1 minute of distraction took so long. This is what happens when you are somebody with ADHD. It feels like a minute, but it can completely derail whatever you're doing. Okay. What was I doing? Right, here's where I've written this. Okay, I'm gonna change the theme because color theme, dark plus. The theme that I'm using is light out. Alrighty. Alright, so agent work. This is what we have to do. Look up agent walkability score, but instead what we're gonna do is, oh right, the property is not looking for the right walkability score. Let's get that back to that in a second. But what I'm going to do is for the details page, which is actually my app details property this. I have my property details here. And then this is where I can actually call main company. I don't know this. Property details. Oh, what? This should not be coming from here. Oh, this is a lot of... Wait, what? I think I didn't finish this last time, which is fine. I'm gonna actually look for details in cool. Then in my details page, I have this property details, which comes from the parameters, right? Use search, and then because I know the property ID, I'm going to call my agent here. And why I'm calling my agent here is because I want to create a walkability score for each of these. And you know, walkability score is just an example of how to get our agent, like how to call our agent. The real example is not for walkability score, but we can use it to call anything like number of restaurants around the area. So let's do that. Let's call our agent. Import. Where is it? I think it's in API, I believe. Yes. So we are in routes. So we have to go down to agents. API/agent. Import real estate agent from this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to call const property details, and we're going to call nice walkability score. Walk score equals this, and then we are gonna give our agent. So right now I think our agent gives like a big text. Initialize model. Are you using Copilot? I'm not. This is the one that I want. Okay. So right now, I think if I call my agent, it's actually going to give me like a full-blown text. And I just gotta get some text out of it. So if I go to, wait, what happened? Who broke? Okay, app crashed. Oh, I think this might not be the right agent, API / agent, components, root. It's here, go up, go into API, agent. Okay, that is fine. Real estate agent, property details. What's the problem? Node server JS index.js. Oh yeah, for the auto completions I'm using Augment actually, if that's what you're asking. Augment is a VS Code extension, correct. Thanks, Kizzy. Okay, what's happening? First of all, who says that this is node server index.js? Index.js is not even here. Oh, index.js is here. Okay, that's fine. Now what's the problem? Who broke for you? Unexpected token. This usually happens when there is a bug or when there is an error in this. So I think what changed is that, okay, we've got real estate agent and then we have property details, initialized model, we don't need that. So let's see what we get back from our property details. Your birthday's on Monday? No way, my brother's birthday is also on Monday. Happy advance birthday. Okay, so we've got property requirements. These are actually not the right requirements. Oh, maybe that is why. Because we have to. Oh, okay. I know what the problem is. Before we call our agent, we actually need to give it an address. So in my page, app.jsx, or in details property, we're calling this. Before that, we actually have to give it a, we don't have to give it property details, we have to give it an address. We don't have address in here, and that's a problem. So this has street address. We can combine a street address and city and everything, is that it should, and to create, we can combine all of that to create the address in agent, and I think that should fix it. And so if I go to, where is my server? NodeMon server. Oh, why is it saying server.js? It's actually NodeMon API source / API / API.js. Okay, address and use. Oh wait, do I already have this running? I got convex, this and this. Okay, I think I already have this running. And what's the problem here? So does not provide an export name real estate agent. Is that true? I thought I did real estate. Maybe I am calling it agent itself. Const real estate agent and then export default real estate agent. Oh, damn it. Okay. It is because, where's my file? It is a default import. Okay. Now what? Are you happy now? Better be happy now. Okay, process is not defined. Oh, I know. That is because this is a front-end app, that is the back-end app, so that's why. Okay, there we go. IV is unrecognized in this browser. What is this? Property details ID. I think I might have changed that. Property details. Div. A lot of this is static content. I need to change this. Okay, there. Div. Okay, cool. Alright, no issues. Perfect. Sweet. Okay. What were we doing? Right, we still need to call this import real estate agent. So in order to do that, we can actually call it from our APIs itself. So we've got our API at api.js. Let's go there. And then we have parse properties at some point. Parse property. And do we get details property as well? So if we fetch detail, we can actually fetch nice to haves or walkability score at that point. So we've got parse properties here. We've got console log parse properties, save property, property details. This is what we need to call. I don't think we are calling this yet, but this is what we need to call. So I'm gonna call my agents at the top of this. Import agent from real estate agent from agent.ts. Change ts to js. No. Unknown file extension. Oh really? You have that problem? Because I haven't JavaScript set up. That's why. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Let's go ahead and update this to JavaScript. That's like the next thing we have to do, which is convert this app into TypeScript. But now we have console logs going for agent. We've got index.js, and then we need to call this in our API. I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna close this one. And for now, let's actually keep this in our fetch, so we can make sure that our agents are being called properly. We actually to do call agents agent here in property detail, but we can actually create a new API slash agentic workflow. Call agent slash agent async property details. Real estate agent sends property details, request send. Okay, sweet. Request.query. Now I just need to call api.agent anywhere from my app, and I'll be able to get the response that comes back from the agent. Now the only thing is that agent actually asks for address. So if this was TypeScript, this would be super helpful because we can enforce that address is always passed using property details, which means this is a good point to actually add TypeScript to this app. We don't have time for that right now, but we're gonna assume that TypeScript and add types for property details. Ensure it has. Okay, Now property details has address, that's what we need. And then if I'm just going to do a quick check here that if property address details does not have any address, return null. Do you mind if I migrate to TypeScript? I don't mind, actually. I would appreciate the help. I know Kizzy also started doing that, and I think there's a pull request already open. But if you want to migrate to TypeScript, please feel free. Issue is that NodeMon should not be running the index.js since the file should be running from only Vite. No, the thing is like NodeMon is running my server.js and Vite is only doing the client side of this. At some point, I should get it all combined together, but right now it's not doing that. And so NodeMon needs to be there. Okay, looking at the poll, 46% of people say 9 p.m. PST and 38% people say 9:30 a.m. PST for the talk. Which is actually very interesting because it's like similar times. So I'll announce the talk on Friday or Tuesday. No, on Thursday. Let me see how close I get to finishing it by Monday morning. If I can, then I would like to do it at 9:30 a.m. But if you haven't voted yet, please come on down to YouTube so you can vote on this question, which is what time works for you for a talk on building inclusive web on Discord. This is the same conference talk that I'm doing on March 26th at Epic Web Conf, which is Kent C. Dart's conference. And I'm going to be giving this talk live, but I will do a test run with you on Monday, next Monday. So let me know what time works. Okay. What were we doing? Calling agent. Okay, so we've got an API/agent, and now all we have to do is on the details page, we just gotta call this API. So, okay, we also have the property details this page, and actually this is where we'll call the property details API as well and the agent API as well. And then we're going to construct this property details object and just send that object over to our property details page, so it doesn't have to do anything besides just like populating the component. Wow, I'm feeling sleepy already. Okay, let's get this going. So where's my Streamlabs? Alrighty, so we need to call this API. And how did we do that with use router, with use query? I think we were doing this in homepage, so I'm gonna just go ahead and copy it from there. Homepage, where is that index? Was it main.jsx? Main.jsx? What app was that? Was it app.jsx? It's been a while, it feels like. App.jsx. Oh yeah, there it is. Use query. I think this app file needs to be cleaned up as well. Okay, let's add API/details in this function. We use params here, and then I'm going to open this here and copy this over from app.jsx, which is where we call this function. So we've got use query. We don't need infinite query, we just need use query. I've got details here, and then I've got use search here, which is actually what comes from the search bar, but actually I don't even have that in the search bar. Okay, so this is where I'm going to call a use query, and then I need to give it a query function, fetch property details, and then query key, property ID works. Okay, so then this data is going to come into my property details. And also log property details, and then I have to create this function fetch property details, which is what I'm going to create here. So const fetch property details is fetch API slash, I've got the property details slash property details Zillow PID is the property ID. After I do that, I am also going to call fetch property details and then fetch property details from the Zillow API or real estate API, and then I'm going to call, before sending this over, I'm going to call fetch additionals nice to have from agent, and I'm going to enhance the value that the data that I get back from my Zillow API by calling my agent as well, which is actually going to give me back the address, no, the walkability score. Okay, so then I'm going to return it a add nice to have, apply agent response.json. Okay, and then in my API I just gotta go ahead and add that in the agent, because I'm not sending in the agent. I've got property details from the query, and here property details is this. I'm just thinking of what name to give. So property details is fine for now, but I think what I need is actually the address, because that's how I look up everything. So I'm just going to send it an address, and then in here I actually have to construct this address from const address equals from property details. So this is going to be property details dot, so I'm going to get this out of const. If I remember correctly, it gives me something like street address, city, state, zip, and that's all I need to construct the address. Property details. Then I'm gonna send this const address is equal to that. Thank you. And then I'm gonna send this address over to my API. Okay. And then agent response, let's log what the agent gives me back from this address. It's probably going to give me back like a big sentence right now, which is fine. I can easily import, extract information I need from it. But let's see what it responds back. Import real estate agent. I don't need to import the real estate agent. That should give me back what I need. Unhandled event. Alright, so search this again. Address already in use. I think there might be another error in there. What is the problem? Is there an error so far? Let's see. Oh, okay. Dot value. Something is wrong with convex. I think yesterday I actually added a nice to have a array, and I probably forgot to add that to convex's validators, which is why it's giving that issue. But I don't care about that right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and click back, refresh this, and hopefully try to bypass it. What is daemon? Do you know? I actually have not used daemon. What do you think about Anthropic's MCP hype going on? I think MCP can be really helpful in providing more context to an agent, and can be super helpful. I haven't dived deeper into it, so I don't know if I have an opinion yet. Okay, on this page is where we actually generate our requirements and call our API. So we've got some object in here. We've got some details in here. What do we have? Data, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't know what that is. That is not what we need. Maybe the way we call, okay, there's a 500 coming back from agent. I think something is wrong with the way we're calling our query. What time is it? Okay, we have 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Let's fix this before midnight. Okay, first of all, where do I start? Who is crying mostly? API/API.js. Let's go ahead and check. Let's start from agent, okay? Okay, so address, request our query. Okay, then console.log response. What do we get back from agent? I'm gonna close this one, and I'm gonna open my console. All right, agent is saying something, which is good. I found information related to undefined and JavaScript and travel time APIs. Okay, so it is because this is an agent, right? It's actually like a very general agent. Right now it's actually like looking for the web. So even if you send it like an error, it's actually going to do a web search on the error. So it's a very general agent, which is fine for our use case right now. But just remember that it's general, so we're going to have to improve it in the future. We're going to have to make it more specific. So for that, we can give it more a better tool that we can write ourselves. So we can give it like a walkability tool, we can give it like restaurant tool, so it's actually not like looking up on the entire internet, right? We can work on that later, but right now let's figure out what's happening. So it says that something is undefined, which basically means that the address that we sent to through the query was undefined. And let's see, what are we sending? Did you read about Gamma 3? Is it Gamma or Gemma? What is this Gemma 3? Oh, you can run on a single GPU. Nice. AI-driven workflows using function calling. I wonder if people are using this to create agents. Oh, literally agent? Really? Nice. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah, agent response is fetch this, address is this, and this is going to API agent. Okay, I think there's a few errors actually in this. First, I'm gonna fix the address in agent API. I actually don't want to add this. What do we get back in here? Oh my god, it's midnight. Okay, at this point there is an error where basically the problem is that the address that needs to be sent to the API is not found. We're gonna fix it later. So I'm going to add this to git commit work in progress, error with address in /API. I think it's probably that one of the query parameters is not being sent correctly, which I'm going to take a look at that tomorrow. So git push. Cool. Alrighty, let's see. What do we have in poll? 9 p.m. PST, most people say. Okay. 15 votes for 9, or like 15 votes in total, but 9 p.m. PST wins by 7% for Monday. So I'm going to work on this talk over the weekend. Building an inclusive web. This is the same talk that I'm giving at Epic Web. So I'll do a kind of test run. So if you have any feedback for me, I would actually totally appreciate it, because I'm going to include that in my talk. But I'm gonna end the stream today for now. It's midnight here. Time to go sleep. But thank you so much, folks, for joining me. I know there's a lot of new folks who joined here as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave that in our Discord. The link for that is gonna be here, bit.ly/Shruti Discord. I will see you tomorrow at same time, 10 p.m. Tomorrow's stream is also late, a little bit late. It's at 10 p.m. PST. Bye, folks. I'll see you tomorrow.